in Kerala, it's very mandatory to give gold as dowry. So we minimum 40-50 tolas we have to give.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
huge.
minimum for a middle class family. So just imagine, just imagine my parents are telling me to get married at the age of 24 right now just because the gold rate is going up. because my dad is like now by the time you get married by 26, 27, because right now there's no age, right, to get married. So it's like now by the time you get ready, the gold it will increase to 600, 700.
Is this the right time to invest in gold? Gold prices all over the world has become a buzzword on the internet. Amid market volatility, do you think consumers are now going to shift their focus towards silver? Let's find this out today on Girl Talk DXB. The kind of fluctuations the gold market has seen in the last couple of weeks has been incredibly insane, because what started off during the night of Dhanteras, where the gold prices for 22 karat gold was around 517 per gram. So within in the next couple of 3 hours, immediately when the peak time for Dhanteras concluded, gold prices dropped down to 497, which is like a very, very huge drop. Considering people flocked crazily, knowing the importance, the religious aspect of Dhanteras and why it's supposed to be like a very auspicious time to invest in gold. A lot of people had multiple opinions, and even though you might have purchased it with the given price, say 517 per gram, you took it, you're happy about it, but just imagine in the next couple of hours, which is not less than 3 hours, it drops down drastically, speaks volumes of the market volatility. And given everything that's happening globally with Trump tariffs and the economic disruptions, it's very unlikely that people are going to now invest in gold. Again, very subjective, because the ones who have to invest are going to certainly invest in gold, but
no matter what,
the new generation might have to think about it, maybe is it the right time to invest in gold? Because definitely for someone who genuinely puts in their hard-earned money on investing something and then suddenly sees such a big drop, for me, on a personal note, I would be dejected. I would feel a little bit, I would feel sad.
So the other day, my mom was telling me during, I don't know how many years back, when we were here only, we were here in Dubai itself. So she was telling me that we used to gift gold in birthday parties because it was that cheap. It was like we used to just give out like gold coins like this, because it was like 30 dirhams, 40 dirhams, then it increased to 100 dirhams, and it was so cheap. It was like equivalent to silver. So we were like, gold was so cheap, and now you look at the rate, it's like, it's crazy high right now.
So back then when people got married, families would actually give a gold coin along with a wedding invite.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is something I'm also talking about, the times like maybe 15 years down the line. So if you have your first cousins, your first family, like say your father's brother, your mom's sister. So there was a tradition in a lot of families, like where you give 1 gram gold, 2 gram gold. According to your
and I think at that time it hold, value as well. Oh wow, we are getting gold, right? Nowadays, if I see even if we talk about Hindu Punjabi weddings and all, earlier it was a rented jewelry only, right? Let's go take on rent and wear it, because they want to be like, have those chokers and all. But now people have started wearing real gold, on their wedding as well. That too, be it heavy, lightweight, because also, I don't know why they shifted to that, maybe because of the trend or because of the show off thing, maybe. Now I think gold holds no value what it holded, back then earlier. Because people used to, keep them in safe locker, in India, or if we take about any other country or here, they have lockers in banks. So, they used to keep there, okay, now we have a wedding at a very close relation, let's get it and wear it. It was not a daily wearing thing back then, but now it has become so common, so normal that everyone is wearing gold as if it's just a 18 karat thing or something.
I think, no matter how much it peaks up high or it drops down, I think, in some cultures, there is that thing where you need to get gold anyways, despite the market fluctuation. Right? Let's say like in Kerala, back in Kerala, it's very mandatory to give gold as dowry. So we minimum 40-50 tolas we have to give. That's huge. Minimum for a middle class family. So just imagine my parents are telling me to get married at the age of 24 right now just because the gold rate is going up. because my dad is like now by the time you get married by 26 27, because right now there's no age, right, to get married. So it's like now by the time you get ready, the gold rate will increase to 600, 700.
That is there.
I think the forecast on the internet very clearly mentions that gold rate. A report that I read just 2 days ago, one of the experts in the market has suggested that he is forecasting the gold prices to rise until $5,000 to $10,000, which is, and he is saying that it can happen because given the way the prices are fluctuating and the metal is holding that importance and value in the market, a lot of analysts have very confidently predicted that it can touch $5,000.
I also got to know about that prediction. Like Dhanteras, you mentioned what was the gold price. Now if you see, I think it's 450 or something. Sudden drop. Oh my god.
I think I think the reason is because definitely gold and silver is being used a lot in the tech industry right now, because tech is growing like crazy now. So I think gold and silver is used like in China you were saying that silver, the chips are made out of silver. So when silver and gold are being used so much, the prices are definitely good.
That's what we were discussing right now, right? Just discussion we were having, that even if the silver price, if we compare, I think it will be at after 2 years like same gold price only. It will go to that 500.
That's why a lot of the new age investors are now thinking of shifting their focus towards silver. Yeah, because a lot of people have maybe thought of it like it's going to be growing. Even on the day of Dhanteras, when we stepped out for shopping, actually there was a shop which was selling off silver, Chandi they say, right? They call it.
Correct.
It was overflooding with people, and they had this tradition of, they had those different stones, like categories of stones where people are investing onto silver, and then there were like weight machines and everything. So it was holding massive value. So people were actually buying 1 coin, 2 coins, 3 coins. And just like she mentioned, that because China, the biggest economy of the world, has now started using silver in AI chips and in all their technology equipment. This might create a shift in the mindset, especially for the new age generation, where they would maybe think of now investing into silver.
But what I think, do you think, asking in general, that silver, see, gold, we know that it has a resale value, right? Will silver also have that same resale
this is
value?
Something to think upon.
Right.
This is, I think, time will tell in the future, because gold still has resale value.
Right.
I think it's all about the trend, because our mindset is, since our fathers and mothers' time, I think gold has been the trend, ever since then. Right now, since you told about Chinese people investing into chips and everything in silver, I think now later in the future, we'll shift towards silver as well, like how we did.
But in our tradition, if there is a newborn baby and our elderly people, they are gifting chandi and like silver also, like silver spoon, silver glass, silver bowl. So I think
it holds quite a significance in a lot of families, especially because it has a traditional aspect. Even now, because like I mentioned, that shop, it clearly had those silver glasses, silver spoons, then it had like silver bracelets, and then of course coins.
Because I think silver is cheaper as well.
Even idols as well, like
idols we do buy, like on Diwali Puja and all idols we do buy chandi ke, what we call it silver. So we take Ganesh ji, Lakshmi ji of silver now, but then the trend has gone, to that extent that you will get, that Pandora that is also into the trend that you get, okay, we
You
want to
get
have that,
silver,
Pandora
yeah.
Then
bracelet.
they have the addition of charms as
Charms,
well.
right,
So
right.
after you buy the bracelet,
Yeah.
you can keep investing
Adding
on the
on a
charms.
charm,
correct.
And they give you the quality, the weight and everything. So you
Absolutely.
understand how wisely you are investing.
But recently I visited this Meena Bazaar where we get all this thing or gold. So they're still, the shopkeepers are not themselves sure if that silver thing will have a resale value or not.
Yeah.
So that is, but people are buying because they are seeing that, okay, the prices will rise.
Yeah.
But I think people, I don't know if they are studying that, okay, will that have resale value? Because gold will always have.
Always have it.
Be it 18 karat, be it, 22, 20, 24 of course has value, but 18 karat gold also has that resale value.
Yeah.
As a person perspective, to me as an individual, I think yes, it is still the right time to invest in gold because with everything that we've learned about the gold market, from everything that we've heard from our parents, from their parents, gold is something that is never going to lose out on value.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The value only keeps increasing no matter. Market volatility is also a part and parcel of life. This is going to be there no matter what.
That is what I
of
was
course.
just going to add because inflation is just going to continue. So as the incomes rise, the gold prices are also going to rise. So people are still going to continue to buy gold and sell gold. So yeah.
Because the prices are like, I think the fluctuation doesn't happen for 2 dirhams, 3 dirhams.
Yeah,
it happens for
exactly.
10 dirhams
Yeah,
only.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was just there at a shop, I think before Diwali, I would say that my mom visited Dubai, so we went. So how, within half an hour, there was an increase of 5 dirhams.
Right.
Within half an hour. We are just buying, we are about to bill, about to pay and all. They say, okay, pay fast, the prices will increase
This
now.
is exactly what happened on the
Oh
day
my
of
God.
Dhanteras as well. That I ended up paying 517 grams, and in no time, you just reached home and you realize it's now dropped down to 497.
Oh my God, that was more painful. Okay, because for
exactly.
me, I paid for the lesser amount. Then after half an hour, it got
So then
increased.
it raises questions and concerns, how fragile the market is.
Market is right. But I think why gold, or I mean, it depends on shopkeepers as well how they sell. If you are going to a shop where there are gold as well, they are selling gold ornaments, they are selling silver. They will still insist to buy gold. Don't go for silver.
Yeah.
Buy gold. Wherein for them it has, target is target.
Yeah, but I've also seen different shops having different gold prices. Like that was something new for me. I don't know. Like I went to one shop to buy something. So the price was something, and then I went to the other shop and they were giving it for 5 dirhams less, and it was the same
I
exact
think it also
thing.
depends on the market shares and the kind of monitors they have across
Maybe.
different shops. I was reading about some statistics today, and it happens to be that today the gold prices have fallen 5.2% globally. And this has been the steepest the world has seen in so many years.
Wow.
Let's go buy some gold today.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah, because if it will be falling like this, I also heard there was some prediction. Not from an astrologer or something, but people who predict about things and all. They said by December, gold price will definitely not be raising more than what it already been raised, like went to 500, right?
Yeah.
But till December, it may fall.
Okay.
So people are just predicting. I think it's just the hype which is being created. Okay, let's see. It's gonna spike up the rate, but now it will also drop down.
This also creates a very difficult situation in people's mindset as to because we've often heard this from our family saying, not today, the prices are very high, it will fall, it will fall.
And it never ends up falling.
It never ends up falling. So my point is that even though the internet has been screaming about the single fact that okay, the gold prices are going to fall, how far can it fall? Like how much can it fall is my question.
Nobody will predict that, I think. That if it will going to be like
so this notion of no, right now it's too high, I think it's a cycle which is going to keep continuing, but as individuals who honestly want to look at a good outcome out of it, we have to be very wise and very thoughtful before investing into gold, and definitely we should keep checking the rate charts and everything. However, in the end, it's a good decision to invest in gold.
Right.
Even though you are from a new age generation, or if you are from the millennial, or you're a Gen Z, or however it works, I think gold investing is supposed to be very good. This is something we've learned from our parents.
Yes.
Because they kind of invested a little bit back then, we feel a little secure.
Security.
today.
Yes.
Though we don't have this mindset that, today that I need to buy a chunk of gold and keep it in the bank locker, maybe for the generation that is yet to come, but they still had that mindset that we are going to be keeping these as assets, and in a lot of ways it is very helpful for us. Say if maybe in the future you want to study further, you can probably just keep a chunk of your gold and you can take a gold loan. Maybe if you want to invest on a house, you can still opt for a gold loan. So these are thought processes maybe our family had back then, which we certainly don't have now. And also with the trends coming up in the market with all sorts of polished gold, like rose gold, and the quality of gold is also dropping. So the ornaments that we are buying in the market currently, say with stones and 18 karat and everything, we also should realize that has the least value.
But nowadays it's also that we focus.
That is there. Because when you give it for resale, they don't calculate the stone value.
Stone value will not be
That is such a
calculated.
scam,
Because right
you know.
now, women are very obsessed with the stone jewelry. Say red stones, green stones, and specifically now even amethyst, for that matter, has been becoming a trending topic. So when you actually see the price, they'll tell you that only the band will have the gold value. On top of that, all the diamonds that you see sparkling have no value. Which should be leaving us with a thought process that is it a wiser option to buy jewelry that either looks fancy and glittery, but buy jewelry that gives you futuristic security.
That's what, like, for me, example, like I would buy a stone only for the purpose of wearing it. I would not buy it from the mentality of an investment. Because I want to buy a pair of earrings. I'm just gonna buy it for the sake of wearing it all time. Like, it's gonna be my all-time piece, which I'm definitely gonna be wearing it, right? But if I'm buying from the perspective, if I'm buying a diamond in perspective of like, okay, I want to invest, so I'm going to buy a diamond earring, that does not make sense, because that's not going to give you resale value.
That's exactly what I said before, that these days people are more into like, okay, if I'm living for today, this is the ring I like, I want to wear it, it's going to look blingy on me, I'll buy it. But then think about the same ring 10 years down the line. Are those same diamonds going to give you any kind of value?
No, not at all.
I think this gold investment thing is going on, I think, when our parents were born, then we were born. It's going since then only, because wedding, they know that it will happen. You have to give something, because I think earlier dowry and everything was there, right?
Yes, again brings me to a point, and that's why you must have seen a lot of close family members might think of gifting you a coin on your wedding. Even if that coin is 1 gram or 2 grams,
that's much more valuable.
Choose to give you a coin because that has value. But for that matter, if they give you like a set, or maybe if they give you like a earring, that might not have a similar value as the gold coin gives.
I would want to add to this. It's also that some people who are already at a very good position, I don't think so they need gold as an investment. They just need gold or diamond or anything as a status symbol because they have so much money. They don't need to really invest in gold. They might have already done it, and now they just need pieces that look good, or you know, what they can wear outside. They don't want to wear fake jewelry. So I would not say gold always people buy it for the purpose of investment.
I think it's more for a middle class thing. I would still say that people who are buying gold, it's a middle class thing. People who have, extremely, they have, all sort of investments they have done, gold and everything, they will just buy it for the sake of wearing, I think.
That's what you would see Isha Ambani wearing diamonds. You would never see her wearing a gold necklace.
Given the current fashion trends, like the fashion trends are just screaming pearls, diamonds, stones. We've not seen any article on the internet where they would rather say that this model was spotted wearing a gold choker, or maybe like diamond, a gold, but everything will be about pearls, diamonds. Maybe
even then the brooches are also diamond brooches, and then
I think Anant Ambani was wearing such a big brooch that was like some crores.
Yeah,
And it was like crazy because that's just a brooch at the end of the day. But they don't care about
These
oh
days,
my
even
god,
the
is that an
sherwanis
investment?
and the anarkalis have started
Swarovski,
having these Swarovski
Yeah.
embellishments.
Yeah. But then any which way, if it was a dress, no, still in this dresses, there was some actress only, I think, got married. They had that gold wired embroidery on their lehenga and all. Then they should also go for diamond. Then why aren't they going for gold?
Middle Eastern culture where they have these highly, those big time gold chokers. Because even if you see in the Dubai market, a lot of stores have them on the mannequins.
Mannequins, yeah. You know
huge
the
ones.
if you guys know that temple jewelry trend was also there in
Yes.
the
Yeah, that
middle.
is more famous towards Kerala.
Kerala
side.
side, but
side,
that
you
looks
know?
really pretty. Like
Yeah.
it's
That
very
is so pretty. That's my plan.
Because because if you see the pendant, it is so heavy, then it will have our idol like Krishan ji and all. Then they have a
Yes.
proper temple theme necklace,
You know,
it
the
starts
thing is-
from here and it comes
The
till
thing
here.
is, initially it used to be like one choker and there used to be like
Layers.
7-8 lines.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just imagine standing the whole day with that whole set of gold in the stage, just smiling, carrying it all over.
Yeah, you have
instead-
that waist belt thing also,
waist
right?
belt. We have
Bangles, very heavy bangles.
heavy bangles, and everything.
However,
So
the
it's very-
bottom line is that yes, definitely these are quite great options for investing, especially when it comes to the futuristic outlook. Like imagine having like a waistband and having like these heavy jewelry. You are sorted for your future, because if you ever think you are in any kind of crisis, forget crisis. If you ever think you want to like use that asset wisely, maybe buy a house, maybe start a new business, maybe like take a plot, it will really help. But on the contrary, especially like I mentioned that nowadays we are more into designs, more into trends and everything. I feel like that's I think just a recurring trend. You buy
pay a
a
lot for the
bracelet,
making
you
charge.
wear it for 1 year, 2 years, and then probably you kind of just sell it off and replace the design and,
And I
wear
think
something
I
else.
think it's not like something that you have to invest for a short-term investment.
Yeah.
If it's like for a long-term, anyways, the prices are going to increase like 10 years from now. So I think it's more like an asset where you just can keep, like you said, it can help you out in the future as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's all about investment, I would say that.
Yeah, and like she mentioned about the making charges as well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We are buying like maybe like a 10% of gold and we are paying like 60% of making charges.
There's no point of buying
which
it
is
then.
not making sense at all. Rather think of it in a wise way, just buy a coin instead and keep it with you. You
I mean,
never know how
there
it's
we
going to
put solid
help you
gold,
out
I would say that,
during
yeah.
your tough times.
But nowadays you also get jewelry with no making charges, like zero making charges.
Yeah, you do find shops
Yeah.
over there and like
But I
But
think
I
it
don't
is
think
limited here
yes, it's
in
very
Dubai
limited
only.
because
Yeah.
there are billboards saying it's no making charge, but when you move in, they'll just tell you that it's on some certain
yeah, you will not
showcases.
find those designs. It's just a solid gold, plain gold, you will have it, but then making charges 1%, 2%, any which way, you will get it.
Yeah,
You
I
will-
also
you will
think
able
it
to see.
plays a huge part in marketing because obviously that's the easiest way to
Yes.
catch the customer's attention, where they, like take you away from the making
Yeah, I
charges.
saw the reels of this gold soak, or I don't know which area. People like it was crowded like crazy because he wrote on his no making charge, zero making charge. People were like crowded, like flooded. I would say that okay, I want this. I don't know if it was a marketing stunt or what. But yes, if it was zero making charges, people who bought from there, maybe they are in very good time and they have purchased well. Then I would say that.
So what's your take on gold investing? Are you going to purchase gold today, or are you going to then shift your focus towards silver? Let us know in the comments below, and until then follow F360 Lifestyle.